world for your own. You want maximum profit. You lost perspective. I won't give you direction. You're always restless. Want me to fix your problem. You can't be trusted. You want the world for your own. I'm your maximum profit. I can afford to stay, so get out of my way. Smoking down the track and never looking back. You can't be with me
The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
Is Garan Coons, Communications Officer for the Winnebago Tribe, and I am joined by some co-hosts here. We got the Winnebago in the News in the house, Big Voice Radio. DJ Bethani, give us your introduction.
Hello, DJ Bethani, and I'm the Communications Office Manager. Hi, everybody. I'm Jordana Bass. I am your Winnebago Indian News Editor.
Good morning, everyone. I am Tyler Snake, the Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
Hi, Nabi. I'm Allison Levering. I am the Winnebago Indian News Communications Assistant.
All right. Allison has just joined us last week and hit the ground running. So real quick here, what is Winnebago Talks for those that never joined us here before? It's a 1-hour radio show featuring the Winnebago in the News. We talk about the news in general, sports, and music. We also have some very special guests that will be giving us some good details that Winnebago talks about.
Yeah.
All right. And so make sure you join us every Tuesday as we discuss things that Winnebago talks about. And if you have an opportunity, we do have the infamous game called The Answer Is. That's the last thing that we do. And we always need our listeners and the viewers. We always need you guys' help. 5 questions to see who's going to win. Now, it's been kind of on a hiatus here because we have Tyler finally and we have Bethany. I know that Jordana and I think Sunshine went at it head to head.
That was fun. Toe-to-toe.
So what's the score? Do you guys know?
A whole bunch to a little bit.
Oh, I think some needs to be added up there.
Yeah, I think it's tied up, right?
We're missing like 3
be.
points. We're missing 3 points.
All right. So we also have in store for the listeners today, Two Spirit Organization will be here to discuss some things that are going to be taking place. They have a big event on Friday. Looking forward to that one. We also have the Winnebago Boys and Girls Club and their introduction of their new unit director. Angel Decor Museum has something cool that you don't want to miss. And we have the Winnebago in the News. So let's get into the Winnebago in the News. Ladies.
All right. Well, so Friday they had the honoring our relatives awareness walk. So Allison and I actually attended that event. So we're going to be showing a special report on covering that event today.
Oh, cool. All right. So we're going to run that here. And anytime you're ready, Bethany, is that queued up?
Yep.
Okay, special report by the Winnebago in the News.
Good morning, Winnebago. I'm on the scene with Frank White here at the HR building in Winnebago, Nebraska. Frank, I have a couple of questions for you today. First question, in your opinion, why is it important to continue to raise awareness for the MMIW, MMIR movement?
Why is it important? It's always been important throughout our existence. We take care of each other, and especially in this community here, as I said a little bit ago, is that we're in a unique situation. We have highways coming through the center of our town, and there's so many cars coming through from different states, and our children, as I said before, our children are very important to us, and we need to make sure that they're safe and that there's no harm that comes to them.
Yeah, that is good input, especially with the stories we heard today by our guest speakers from the open mic. We heard lots of stories about the MMIR that happened here on the reservation. Okay, and then my next question for you, Frank, is what are some precautions that the Winnebago tribe should take to prevent MMIR on the reservation?
Well, I think that one of the programs, if not the tribe, should sponsor an awareness project, and then guide the community through it as to how they should do it. And we need to create something that is a safeguard for everyone, especially our children.
Thank you. So I have one more question for you. In 2016, there were 5,712 reports of missing American Indian and Alaska Native women in the United States, and only 116 of them were logged in the U.S. Department of Missing Persons. How does this make you feel, and how is this relevant to the reservation?
Well, it makes me feel angry that when things happen to our people, not just the Ho-Chunks, but all the natives in this country, no one takes notice of it. And I've been saying this over the years, is that we're viewed as the invisible people, and no one's concerned about our welfare. No one is worried about what happens to those that are missing, those that are murdered. And in order for it to become public, an affair like this, an event like we just had, needs to be out more and more. And sometime in the future, it's going to be important that our people know exactly what to do when situations occur. And we're here to help ourselves. We have law enforcement here, to protect our communities, but we need to protect it also.
Thank you, Frank, for your input. We're here at the MMIR awareness event here in Winnebago, Nebraska. I'm Allison with the Winnebago Indian News. Thank you.
Thank you for that special report there, Allison. And Jordana, I think you were behind the camera there. And former chairman of the Winnebago tribe, Mr. Frank White. I served under his leadership, and it's good to see him and still doing the advocate and awareness for the missing, murdered, and indigenous relatives. And give us your thoughts.
Well, I really enjoyed covering the event. It was my first time working with the camera and, being in the community by myself. The awareness event itself was really well put together, and I feel like the speakers that they did have talk, everybody knew them in the community and kind of already had an understanding of their story. And so it was really nice to kind of hear the full stories in a respectful way, surrounded by relatives who are trying to bring, awareness to this topic. And so I had a really good time, talking to everybody, and especially interviewing Frank. He had a lot of good things to say about that, and hearing it from an elder, makes it definitely even more important for us.
Good questions, and also good responses from good interview that you guys did there. I really appreciate that. We want to thank the Liz Bear, I know the Human Services, Neola Walker Building, the staff there. They all came together. The Liz Bear is, as you know, is the Tribal Member Services Coordinator, and she does a lot of good work, and that was one of her events that she kind of hit the ground running as soon as she came on. So Jordana, what'd you think?
I also enjoyed it, and the weather was really nice that day, so it was really good to get out there on a Friday, and I always just love seeing all our community members out there just walking up and down town and everything. It just makes everything feel like we're all connected and everything. So, I really enjoyed it.
Did you get to attend, Tyler?
I was there briefly.
Went checked it out. Did you get a shirt or anything?
No, but driving by, it looked really good. It seemed like it was a nice turnout for it.
For sure. One of the things that we also want to make mention is that let's keep awareness up, because we do have missing relatives out there. You know what I mean? And then, hopefully we never get the word, or get the knock and stuff, but there are times where the relatives get murdered.
Yeah.
And as you heard in those statistics there, we have the highest per capita, and we need to keep that awareness up and each other. You know what I mean? There was some postings on the Winnebago Tribe's Facebook page about if you have a tip or if you need to get a hold of somebody, you can do that anonymously. You don't need to identify yourselves or anything like that, but it's tip 411, and let's keep everybody safe as much as possible. Together we can, you know what I mean? The Winnebago Village is doing a good job, and we need everybody's hand to help in that. So thank you, ladies, for that special report.
Yeah. Thank you.
What else do we have? Do we have anything else that we need to cover?
Not really, unless Tyler had, if she wanted to cover her bit to have the paper, right?
Yeah. It's been a while since I did this.
Hey, one of the things too, if you've been to the community, Tyler, you put in some newsstands.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you pick up an edition and check it out. You know what I mean? The more eyes that we have on the Winnebago on the news, you know, there's tribal council minutes in there, there's court notifications, and there's some great articles in there.
Yeah, if you wanted to check that out, it'll have the last 5 or 6 issues. I kind of stacked one behind it. But you can check those out at the Pony. I don't know which one they call that.
Pony North.
Yeah, North Pony.
Yeah.
The Heritage in the lobby as well as in the store, and then the Blackhawk Center's lobby.
All right, cool.
And then Sweetwater.
I know that some people have been emailing us and saying, hey, can I get the old one that used to be posted on the Winnebago on the news? We're working on that. You know what I mean? Our webmaster is working on that and stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually get with the editor and we'll get those archives back up and going and stuff. But right now they're down. But you can go over and check out those locations and get the last 5 issues if you need it.
Yes.
Okay, so, thank you ladies for joining us, and good report. I know
Yes, it was awesome.
We have an issue coming up next Saturday.
Yes. So the
Was I
deadline.
gonna say my bit? Sorry. I don't know.
Go for it.
If anybody didn't get a chance to read it, I kind of just talked about the Winnebago Public Health Fair, or no, it was the Women's Health Month.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. Said that wrong. But it was a good event. There was like all types of informational booths and, just things to, I don't know, give you information to help yourself.
Yeah, shout out to the Winnebago Public Health Department and all the partners.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Communications hosted a watch party down at the big LED screen.
Yeah.
So it was a good turnout, and he took that W. So
Yeah.
it was
a good
all
fight. Yeah.
good all around.
Oh,
Shout out to Carlos.
Yeah, I also want to make mention that he was one of the first recipients
nice.
of the things that you help get printed here, and that is the Big Voice Sports Talk Show Athlete of the Week.
Nice.
For sure. So we'll be giving these out to local native athletes as well as regional and national, and that's going to be hosted by Coach Q. Make sure you join us Wednesday to find out who this week's Athlete of the Week is going to be. I love these.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go and do some kind of sports and stuff like that. So I
You
can try
wearing one?
Yeah, so
No.
I can try to earn it. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way. But anything else, ladies?
Nope. I just hope everybody has a great rest of their week and stay safe out there.
All right. Awesome.
And if anybody's listening and wants to contribute to the win, you can email me at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com.
Okay, now, one of the things that's important here, we have a reporter. We never had a reporter in a long time in the Winnebago on the news. So if you have some events coming up, reach out to Allison or the Win editor, Jordana, and get us on your schedule and stuff, and she'll come by and see if we can get some reporting done.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Me
for sure.
and Jordana know we're always on the lookout for, events to cover and things to share with you guys.
Yeah, for sure. All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, ladies.
Okay.
See ya. You're back to win.
Okay, so rest of the programming this week.
So tomorrow we're gonna get into another episode of The Big Hour.
Okay.
So just to give us some insight, I was gonna come in yesterday and host The Big Hour.
Yeah.
But we had some family stuff planned that kind of was spur of the moment, so
Sure.
just decided to take a family day.
Memorial
but
Day, yeah.
We did have remembering the dance hits.
Yeah.
We replayed that just because it was Memorial Day, but we went into our Memorial Day special with the Armed Forces songs, and we had Tunny, Craig Cleveland.
Yeah.
Kind of giving some information over that, and then we played that for Memorial Day. But today we have Winnebago Talks, and then at 1:30 we're gonna get into a new episode of Indigified Podcast with Trisha and Monica.
Yeah, good
And
doc.
then we will get into a new episode of The Big Hour tomorrow at noon to 1 with a replay at 4:30. Or I take that back because Wednesday we have the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. So on Wednesdays we replay from 4 to 5. And it'll take us right into the new episode of Big Voice Sports Talk Show at 5.
Nice. Awesome. Come on up, guys. For sure. So getting back to the Big Hour.
Yeah.
We had for the first time ever, if you have a choice, we're not kind of going to be broadcasting on the Winnebago
No
our
live
Facebook
stream.
page or
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff. It's just over our terrestrial
Yep.
and our online player. But we had Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Was it Luke Bryan?
I think so.
'Cause his name's Thomas, right? Yeah. I remember.
We might.
DJ Sharon did. Yeah, it was
But
Luke
when
Bryan.
you did yours, you did Drake
and Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. I heard you got good feedback on both of them.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar was actually a good one. It kind of got some good feedback with it.
For
But
sure. All right. Well, we are joined in the house here in the Winnebago Talks with the Winnebago Two-Spirit organization. I'm going to give you an opportunity to go ahead and give your proper introduction.
My name is Emmy Scott. I'm the treasurer for Winnebago Two-Spirit, and I live in Winnebago. And
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Curtis Alexander, and I'm the president and the what do I chair? No, just everything on the Winnebago Two-Spirit organization.
Emmy and Curtis, thank you guys for coming in. I have some questions for you folks and stuff that we're going to kind of get into some of the things that I've seen recently. As you know, June is coming up for Pride Month, and it's across the lands here. June is recognized as Pride Month, and I know you guys have an event coming up. And so some of the questions I wanted to ask here, we'll get to it. But first, before anything, let's tell them about your event coming up Friday.
You want me to take it? All right. So on Friday, June 2nd, our event starts at 12 p.m.
What is it called again?
Very Cute Pride.
Very Cute.
Yes,
Okay.
Very Cute Pride. And that starts at 12 p.m. We're going to have a prayer and a speaker. And then all of the events then kick off.
Okay.
So we'll have like our kickball, we'll have our volleyball tournament starting at that time, and definitely YCIC is hosting a color run that's going to be starting at 1 o'clock as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So color run, what is a color run?
Color run is where you get like a blank white t-shirt and you're going to run around on the concrete.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw color on you.
Oh.
Well, you gotta get wet first.
Okay.
The shirt has to get wet, and then
Okay.
they're gonna throw the color on you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So we'll have different stations. I believe there's 8 different colors that you can like get hit by. You
Yeah.
can have them throw more on you. They're gonna have like stations for information.
Yeah.
With the color run.
Okay.
And that's the YCIC is hosting that portion.
Yeah, it looks like you guys got some sponsors too, Project Launch, and seeing that there's a YCIC, and was it Little Priest? There's one more logo down there on that fence. Who is that, Bethany? Can
I
you see?
believe so.
Yeah, I think that's Little Priest. Extension. Yes.
Oh,
They're
okay.
going to be doing like archery and other activities.
Yep.
HCI is going to be covering the kickball tournament, their interns and their ambassadors.
Yeah, shout out to Beetle.
Yes. And then the volleyball tournament, that's HCI as well. They're going to be covering that portion. And then we have Project Launch. They have a couple of activities in the afternoon for our younger family members to participate in. It's going to be like fruit smoothie bowls.
Okay.
And I can't remember what else they're going to be doing. I
Now,
think coloring, face painting.
you guys are going to make history Friday evening.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
Tell the viewers and the listeners what's going to happen Friday evening.
Go ahead, Emmy. I'll let you take it.
well, this is going to be the first drag show on Winnebago tribal land. Maybe the first drag show in Nebraska. I'm
Wow.
guessing it probably is.
Wow. Okay.
And
What time is that going to take place?
it's going to start at 7 o'clock at the Land of Wellness. It's like the area by the picnic tables, the concession stand. That's
Okay.
where we're going to hold it.
How much does it cost to get in?
It's free.
Oh, wow.
And it's an all ages show.
Okay. All right. So a drag show and stuff. So you have some performers coming in. What can people that attend expect?
Dancing flash, really quick dancers, lip syncing. Let me think of what else. I think one of our performers is going to do a poem.
Oh, cool.
And I can't think of what else.
Yeah. Now, for those that are into dance, I dance fancy, feather. I also kind of dance with brulee. Now, there's choreographed parts on there that you have to rehearse and go to the timing of the beat and stuff. So you guys ain't just gonna go out there and just dance how we would dance at a club or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's a choreographed piece that you worked hard on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you'll be performing too, right?
Yes. We have several of our performers. They are very well versed. They've been doing it for a while, so they know exactly what they're doing when they come out there.
Yeah.
It's practice, choreographed. We aren't going to be doing any group numbers. It's all individual numbers, but I have worked with every single one of these people in a choreographed number at some point over the years. So
awesome. Bethany, have any questions for these guys?
Do you guys already have a DJ?
Yeah, they do actually. But my question, have you ever attended a drag show?
I have not.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm trying to recall if I seen some, and I used to DJ at Club Cabana, and then there was some other ones, Club Riviera, Key Club, and at times there would be some performers coming in, and they would just get the party started. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I just appreciate them dancing to my music and stuff. That was a good time. I do have some questions here. Now, I kind of wrote you guys an email this morning. And I mean, not to offend and stuff, but my background story here in Winnebago is I grew up in the high school here, and we used to tease. It's because I believe we're afraid of the unknown. Don't go overseas and stuff because you don't know what's over there. And, when it comes to two-spirited people, you know what I mean? People probably still tease about it and stuff. So I have some questions here. If you guys can educate me and our listeners, I would appreciate that. My first question is the term Shanghae. Okay. Should we use that term, or should we see it as a negative term?
Well, last year we gave out some fans with our logo on it and the term Shanghae, because we really want to educate about the origins of that term and show that it wasn't a negative thing, and reclaim it, because there's an anthropologist, her name is Nancy Laurie, and she wrote about Shanghae people, and because she was researching it, and she said that she tried to talk to some of the Winnebago families, but either they were too embarrassed and they either didn't know or they didn't want to talk about it. And that's kind of what she encountered in Wisconsin too, in 1945 to 1947. And she said that when she talked to them, they were saying that it was meant as an insult, or it was meant as something that was used, like in teasing, and the younger boys would call each other that, and it was supposed to mean weak, or like a bad man or something like that.
Okay.
And so it's kind of used as a slur, basically. Nowadays, you have the F word that's used.
Yeah.
And but if you look at the Ho Chunk stories, and the people that that Nancy Laurie talked to, they also admitted that this was actually a respected and honored role at one time, and that later it became something of an embarrassment. And the reason is because they said that the Winnebago were made to be ashamed of these traditional practices, because of the way that the white people viewed this as deviant and and they seen it as a bad thing, and so they shamed the Winnebagos.
Yeah.
And so they kind of hid that and didn't want to talk about it anymore. But she did get some elders to talk about it during that time, and they told some stories of the last Shanghae, named Deda Chowinga, and they said that they lived around Black River Falls in 1946, and was raising their nieces. And they said that this individual, their brothers told them that if they ever put on a skirt, that their brothers would kill them.
Wow.
And the story, of the Teja Chowinga, if you look at it in the Shanghae, is that when a man would go on a vision quest, they would be blessed by the moon, because the moon in Ho-Chunk culture is a female and the sun is a male. The moon would bless them and give them like spiritual powers. They could foretell the future, and they had like really like strong medicine, like so like they were really good at like gambling because of that, because they're blessed in that way. And really good in the arts, and they said that a lot of the things they did were better than women, like they did that better than women.
I heard that when I was at AHEC conference, there was this big guy, wore earrings and wore makeup and everything like that, and he said that he would have a certain power in order to hide, because they couldn't find him. He was too spirited and stuff, and he had a certain gift. So I see what you mean when you talk about that.
Yeah. So, and they said that they would get these powers as long as they took up the skirt, is what they call it, and so they would have to put on a skirt and dress as a woman.
Okay.
So at some point, like they were, ashamed about that, and so like this last Teja Chowinga or Shage was told that their brothers would be, like kill them if they put on the skirt. And then so they didn't put on the skirt, but they like wore women's jewelry and wore like women's tops and different things. So at some point it became like shameful. But the actual story behind it is that there's like a story of the word itself. Xiangega is the name of the man in the moon.
Oh, okay.
And there's a couple stories about that, like, but the Winnebago one, like he's running from like he tricked his wives and he's running from them. But and then there's a Oto one that's very similar, and the Otos are relatives too, and they he was running from some enemies and they were trying to kill him, and then the water spirits actually took pity on him, and when he got to some water, they flung him into the moon.
Wow.
And the moon took protection over him. And so this was a warrior story. So I don't know why you would say like this word that came from like a warrior, Xiangge Ga, and then you would use it Xiangge as like something that to hurt other people in the community. And that's just not like, if you look at the actual stories of the Ho-Chunk people, has nothing to do with like who we are. So you can tell that that word has been changed and kind of
I see.
Like turned into an ugly thing, and it shouldn't be that way, because the Ho-Chunk language is it's their sacred language. It's something that is used to like empower and something. I think Henning Garvin says that the way that the Ho-Chunk language, like the story of it and the name for Ho-Chunk people or people of the sacred voice, is that Moana, Moana, the creator blew the Ho-Chunk. He blew in the language into the Ho-Chunk people. And so you think about that's like what animated us and what has made us alive, and why would we use that to hurt one of our own,
Yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate you discussing that and kind of giving the history, as well as now you folks are educating people on that term. And I think, like I said, I just kind of heard it from my uncles and those that my aunts and those people that were older than me, and I thought it was okay to use and stuff. But at the same time, we got to think about that as Winnebago people, is that it's actually rooted in a warrior story.
Yes.
Very interesting. My next question here, this is what I've seen. I was watching the news the other day. I seen that the libraries in Montana passed a bill that will not allow drag. Those that are in drag, they have these things called, I don't know the official term for it, but you dress up in drag and then you go over. Well, I guess I should say, is it called dressing up, or is it, I don't want to say, costumes. What I put on is the costume and stuff. It's my regalia. So, anyways, if you can't read to children while you're in drag. And they passed that bill in Montana. And I think there was another state, Tennessee, somebody passing that. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
So our thoughts on this is it's a conservative push throughout the country to attack two-spirited or LGBTQIA people, especially drag queens, because they're the most upfront, the most visible individuals. So they're the first ones that are going to be attacked, right, with legislature and all that stuff. And that's the reason why here in Winnebago we're choosing this year, our 4th year, to actually have a drag show in Winnebago, our on reservation land, is because it's not just because we want to have a show. It's because we want to show our people that our two-spirit relatives who are performers need to be, you know, viewed. We need to incorporate this in our community because this is part of who we are. Just like Emmy was telling with the story about, you know, it's part of them and it needs to be seen so that people understand, like, there's diversity. There's different people out there, and you can't let, you know, non-natives with their legislature, you know, inflict what's going on here, because what do? We have tribal sovereignty, our right to do with what we want here on this land. And for them to remove that and make it illegal, you know, drag queen story time, you know, is just it's a fraud. They are not trying to protect their kids. They're trying to, you know, discriminate against a certain group and saying that is a perversion, when in reality it's not. It's just costuming. You know, it would be the same if somebody came and dressed up like Spider-Man and did it. You know, it's no different. It's just that this person has a different orientation. This person is a different color. This person is different than me. Therefore, they are wrong, and they shouldn't be allowed to do anything.
Good words. Good words. Yeah. I had that similar. They had a guy on talking about that, how diversity. You know what I mean? And as we go through this world and stuff, you know, there's people. When I was in college, it really exposed my eyes to the two-spirit, the LGBTQ. And I remember sitting down with one of them, and it was a good friend, you know what I mean? And I just asked him, you know, what's it like? And, you know, you guys got to fight for your civil rights, you know what I mean? To express yourself and to be kind of almost handcuffed to not be able to express yourself. I was just like, man, that is horrible. You know, we went through it as natives, the African-American brothers and sisters, they went through it and stuff. You know, now the LGBTQ kind of going through the same thing and stuff, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to ask you guys this question, or ask that question for you guys. I do have another one here. Curtis, we're friends on Facebook, and I know that recently you posted on your Facebook page that there was an incident that happened at your house. You have some flags, some pride flags around your residential area, your home, basically. And one night you woke up and it seemed to got egged or defaced and egged and stuff. You know what I mean? How did that make you feel?
I feel kind of disappointed. I don't feel hurt in any way, shape, or form. You know, it was just an egg, you know, but it is disappointing that I'm trying to, you know, put up these flags to give visibility, give a safe space, let people know that, you know, hey, this is, you know, a beacon, maybe for those who aren't out, for those who aren't ready to make that, you know, having that one little flag, well, I have more than one, but having a flag out there, you know, might be their, you know, hope, their chance to, you know, get that courage to be who they are. And it's disappointing that we have individuals who want to egg. It just means that we need more education around things like that, and acceptance that they might not have those teachings at home, and then we have to somehow provide that, because like Emmy said, our people are loving of one another. We should not be mistreating one another, because that's not the purpose that we were given here to live this life, is to be mean to, you know, that's non-natives. They can do that to each other.
Right.
That if you don't have that teaching, if you're not treating other people right, it you know, makes life hard for you as a native, literally, because all that's gonna come back one day, and you're gonna realize like that I shouldn't have mistreated somebody, you know. But it's just our opportunity to educate and teach about these things, about our history, was robbed from us, and incorporate that now in our everyday life, have people come and learn about why I have those flags, what they represent, you know, because they don't all represent me, but I want that flag there because somebody who is represented with that flag can find peace or happiness with me flying it for them. That's what I want.
There was another incident that Bethany observed too. I know you guys took time out of your day to go and put posters up for this event, and it's an all ages event. It's also open to the public, you know, no discrimination. Come on over, have a good time, you know, enjoy the music, enjoy the events. I think at what'd you say?
I went to go get gas, so I always pay at the pump.
Yeah.
So I just kind of stand there and look around, and like there's always some stickers hanging up and whatnot. But I seen it twice, so it was on two separate occasions. I seen whenever they were getting ripped down the posters for the drag event, and then I seen it the second time, and you know the tape had to be all the way around the poster to make sure that it was kept intact and stuff. But then I was sharing that with you guys, and you said that someone was cutting them after that.
You're slicing them,
Yeah.
down the middle and stuff. Yeah. So to me, that's kind of like we do need to do more education.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff we do is like, you know, we want to involve the youth, and we want to you know, have them there with us because, you know, Native youth have some of the highest rates of suicide, like
I see.
And then if you look at also like the rates of suicide for like trans or non-binary individuals, those are really high too, and that's an area that hasn't really been looked at. But if you know, think about somebody that is Native and trans or non-binary, or you know, identifies as Two-Spirit, and is, you know, seeing things like that, you know, from their community or feeling that from their community, you know, our organization exists because we want to uplift, you know, like youth that, you know, may be questioning or, you know, might, you know, come out as Two-Spirit or want to and want to feel safe in doing so. And we want to make sure that they feel that, you know, no matter what, we love them, they're worthy, we want them here. And that's really what our organization is about.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And we want to teach like microaggressions, because that's what it's called, microaggressions, when you egg somebody or when you tear down the flyer because you don't like the message.
That's what it
is microaggressions, and those lead to actual assault and violence. You have to stop them when they first come up so that it doesn't lead to somebody being harmed or, like Emmy was saying, somebody harming themselves because of these things. Like it slowly progresses.
Yeah. This is a great discussion, guys. I do have my questions on my phone, so if somebody said, "Hey, get off your phone," but that's I wrote the questions on my phone. That's why I was kind of. So I asked you this morning, respectfully, please educate me and our listeners. I don't want to offend in any way. That's why I was kind of asking some of these questions, and I seen that on Montana. With the drag.
Yeah, Nebraska's actually trying to do that too, and they recently passed a anti-trans bill, like where kids can't get gender affirming care, which in this case would mean just like hormone suppressants, just until like they're of age and can make a decision about what they want to do.
Yeah.
But people make it sound like it's more than that, like they're doing like surgeries on the kids or something, and it's not what's happening. It's just like they're like waiting for them to until they so they don't, they can choose when they turn 18 whether or not they want to continue on that, and like if they want to do something, or if they want to stop them and then continue but that's they banned that in Nebraska. And there's also a bill in Nebraska that went up that was trying to ban drag shows for ages under 19, and that's also because of the Drag Story Hour, because there is a Nebraska Drag Story Hour if you look it up, and they're actually pretty popular. And so what it's targeting is they don't want the drag queens reading to kids, and that's basically what they see as a threat. Yeah,
it's like saying like an African American can't go read to kids or something, because it's who you are, right? I mean, that's and we're all related, we're all one, you know what I mean? And especially as natives, we understand kind of the feelings towards that. So one of the things I wanted to make mention is that when they had the resolution, and I remember one of the council members sat at the table and they said, "I love all my people, no matter what age, no matter what you represent." And far as there's L, B, G, Q, and there's some other ones too that I see that there's an A, and there's +2. Is that right? So I'm getting educated myself. You know what I mean? So help me out on that one too. But I thought that was a very impactful statement. I don't know if it was the chairwoman or something like that, but I love all my people. You know what I mean? And that's the heart. So the Winnebago tribe did do a resolution recognizing June as Pride Month, and we have the resolution that we'll bring up here. And if you folks, what did that mean to you folks?
I think that it was like a really powerful case for tribal sovereignty and a voice of the people.
Yeah.
Overcoming and showing that who we are as Ho-Chunk people, and like you said, because one of the things I really like about us is that we do cancel for funerals, different things get put off and everything out of respect, and that's because I was told my elders, excuse me, but that it was because everybody was supposed to go over there to the funeral and be out there because you're recognizing that this person is part of us. We lost. It's not that's that family. That we're all the same family. That's our family. We need to be there and support them during their time of mourning. And that's who we are as Ho-Chunk people. We're not that person's this way or that person's that way, and so we're not gonna go out there and we're not gonna they're not Ho-Chunk or whatever. No, that we went out there and we went out there to pay our respects, and that's who we are as Ho-Chunk people. Everybody is a part of us, and we're stronger, all of us together. So.
Right. Very good. All right, so we have the first historical event happening on Friday, 7 p.m. is that when it's going to take place, and then what time do events start during the day? 11 or is it noon?
At noon.
Okay.
At 12.
And we're going to be feeding too. We got a sponsorship for tacos from Winnebago.
Dang, boy. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
So if you want to come out at noon and come
Give you
just
a high
eat a
five
meal.
on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaden, you want to come on up here real quick? Here, Caden's actually one of the organizers for one of you guys' events here, and maybe you can give us an update if you want to get registered for some of those events that are going to take place. But real quick here, Beetle is with the organization HCI under the division of the Ho-Chunk Impact Engagement Team. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And how's it going, man?
It's going good. Glad to be on here once again.
Yeah. And Friday, you're helping out, and if we need to get registered for, what is it, kickball?
Yeah, kickball.
Okay.
I'll be announcing both kickball and volleyball today.
Okay.
So for kickball, I got 2 teams so far, so I need 4 more to go.
Oh, okay. So let's get the word out, man. All right. Are you guys going to play?
I don't know. We want to, but we're gonna be busy.
Yeah. I just got my appendix taken out.
So. Oh man, yeah. Okay. But you have 2 teams registered right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
2 teams, and then it's open.
Okay.
So all ages can play. I prefer to do maybe 5 and up, but if you get 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, it's okay. Okay. It's like a family event, so you just get out there and have fun. Yeah. Hopefully it's a nice day too. Yeah. And then it'll be double elimination. Kickball. So you'll get some good runs in.
Okay, I got some new shoes, guys. So if you guys want to pick me up, I'm a free agent. No.
And then for the volleyball, that'll be at noon as well. LaKayla will be running that, and I believe she might have 5 teams.
Cool.
I heard there was good prizes too. I don't know.
Yeah, there will be good prizes.
What's the prizes?
They're still yet to be announced.
Oh, okay.
Try to keep people's wondering about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Build some excitement.
Yeah.
Get that excitement going. That will be double elimination as well.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much it for the volleyball side.
On.
And for those 2 events, that's it. they'll start at noon on Friday.
Okay. And you have some more updates for us, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got one more.
Okay. And then anything else, guys? Two Spirit Organization Friday. We'll see you guys there. I think it's going to be a good time. Hopefully the weather holds up. And the weather really was beautiful the last week and stuff. So let's continue that on. We want to thank everybody. And we appreciate you coming in and educating myself and our listeners.
I just have something real quick. When you guys were discussing some of the stuff, I seen the event pages that were made, and there's the one where you can meet some of the Two Spirit Pride performers. Is that like okay to kind of share so people can go? I seen a video. There's a video uploaded, right? And they kind of have introductions and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's for the public as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and then the one guy that came with the RV last year, I was there.
Eli.
Yeah, he's coming back, huh?
Yes.
Cool.
He's going to
cool.
be interviewing more people, doing everything on the podcast. Yeah, he'll be out there.
All right.
With us, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, and I want to say we have a parade, too, on Thursday. We're going to be part of the Siouxland Pride Alliance. Siouxland Pride Alliance's parade.
Yeah, and
downtown.
anyone that wants to come walk with us, you're welcome to.
Yes.
I think we're going to have to meet at like 4:30 or something.
Yeah, at
early.
Tyson.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Tyson
Yeah.
Event Center.
And you guys will
Thursday?
have the Winnebago Two Spirit float.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Thursday at 4:30.
Yes.
We
Okay.
bought some candy. So.
A lot of
If you want to
candy.
bring your kids to go get some candy, there's a lot of candy and different cool things being thrown out.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So as the month of June goes and it's recognized as Pride Month, make sure you guys come back, and if you guys have some more events. I know you guys set up at the Friday at Farmers Market.
Oh yeah, we have a 50-50 going at the farmers market, but that was our last one. But we'll be selling some at the Pride event. So get your 50-50 in. And
Last question I have for you folks: if somebody wants to have any questions, maybe to you folks, or anything about maybe attending your guys' organization or even joining, how do they get a hold of you guys?
Facebook is a really good one.
Okay.
We respond to every message that we can.
we also have emails with our names, like me.scott@winnebago2spirit.com.
Oh, cool. All right. And you guys have a website, Winnebago?
Winnebago2spirit.com.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then there's a website, there's a Facebook, and then you guys have your email. So feel free to reach out to the chair as well as the treasurer.
Right
Thank you
on.
guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
All right. So while you all were discussing, I just start pulling up some visuals. So I got the Winnebago Two Spirit website displayed.
Nice.
And then we got over here that 50-50 raffle.
Oh, win some money, huh? Drawings on June 2nd. Oh man, okay. It's off pay week too, so I might have to try it out here.
All right. So what we got going on now?
All right, Beto.
All right, so one of the events that's coming up pretty soon, we got the horse races in Atticad.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tell us about it.
So we got a theme, and
Okay.
it's called "Take Me Back to the '90s."
The best era ever.
Yep.
Because I just graduated in '99.
Because I was born. No, I'm just kidding.
Because I was born.
And the times for both Saturday and Sunday, June 3rd and 4th, is 2 p.m.
Okay, 2 p.m. That's up there at Atticad, right?
Yep,
Right
Atticad.
where the Heritage Express is.
Yep, in that area. And
now, have you been to the horse races? You went last year, right?
Yep, I got to go last year.
Did you go?
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
I didn't really get to see the racing. I
Yeah.
just got to hear it. So I'll kind of try to check it out this year.
Uh-huh.
Last year, whenever we went, or when I got to go, I got to help with some of the face painting.
Yeah.
But just this year, hopefully it's not too hot because all our paint melted last year.
They need to get you a canopy or something, huh? Or bring your own canopy.
But this year, I'm going to go check out the racing.
Yeah, check it out, man. I love the names, the horses' names. Pie oh my, and
it's always cool names.
Right. There's one called Catfish or something like that. It's like, oh, that's a cool name for a horse,
Yeah.
But what'd you think, Beetle?
It was something to experience. Like, you're always watching it on TV, like the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
But once you're there in person, it's just more exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So not only do they offer just the horse racing and stuff, but it's a whole vibe. And if you notice here, the promo, let's go ahead and read that. Enjoy 2 days of live horse racing with 3 races each day, live wagering, food and beverages, and plenty of family activities. What kind of family activities you guys got planned?
Well, They didn't tell me too much. You would have to get with Michelle down at the Village Point.
Okay.
She has all the updates. Her and Sam Bursch.
Okay.
So they get all the updates, and if you need to get a hold of them, their emails are on the Ho Chunky website.
Okay, and then it says pony rides, face painting, bounce houses, 360 photo booth, and business booths. And you guys are going to debut the Corgi races.
Yes.
What is the Corgi races?
I seen that.
What is that?
It's I think it's like a dog.
Okay.
And you would have to get with Alex Cleveland on that.
Okay.
And her email is alexcleveland@hochunkcapital.com.
Okay.
And if you have a Corgi,
Yeah.
you can register to get them in the race.
Okay.
And if your Corgi wins, you get $100 in a gift card.
What? Are you serious? My dog can make me some money? I don't know what a Corgi is, but what is
There's
a Corgi?
Wait, I'm getting a visual lined up.
It's like a
So
short
loud.
dog with short feet.
Oh, that's a res dog for sure, right? Alex, are you allowing res dogs in this one?
So there's a little visual of those corgis.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to do limited of 8 dogs.
Okay. All
So
right.
hopefully she gets it all in and then be something to watch other than the horses.
Were they going to chase a cat?
It's usually something
No.
on the thing though
Okay,
that they
cool.
usually chase.
The chase off it or something. Cool. I'm looking forward to that one. That's the first time Corgi races. I know that Canterbury Park, they do like ostrich races and Corgi races and kind of like.
And then you got those one dog races too, the fast ones.
Yeah.
So
for
it's
sure.
just something else from that.
Well, that's going to be awesome. Man, we have a whole bunch of events happening Friday and then Saturday and Sunday at Atticat. Anything else?
That's pretty much it. Summertime's here, so a bunch of events will be coming on.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, thanks for coming up and giving us that information and talking about the races that are going to happen at Atticat this weekend with HCI, the folks from probably Warhorse and everybody else is going to be there. And I know that they usually have opening ceremonies with the flag song as well as the national anthem. Looking forward to that. So join. I also am going to be one of the MCs.
Nice.
So Master Ceremonies will be up there.
And then there was a little piece in there. Did you make mention of it, Beetle? That it's all free?
Oh yeah. No, I did not. Yep, it's all free. So
we
come
wanna
up and bring
thank
your
you
family.
for making it free. No.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dress in the '90s? Might have to pull out my members only jacket and my Run DMC hat.
Leather jacket.
Gee, real hot. All right, good one. Thank you for coming up, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Oh no, we'll see you on Friday for the kickball and the volleyball.
Get your teams in and have some fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, MCBKC, come on down.
Yes. So we left off with the Wednesday programming for the Big Boy Sports Talk Show, which is at 5. We'll get into All Requests Live on Thursday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. with following with Res Ride at 4 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And then Jordana and myself are working on a new Baby Bison Beats episode with the boys.
Yeah,
so we'll have
man.
MC Musso and DJ Grandson.
Can you tell the story about that? Okay, so they did it as their apprenticeship for
Yes.
HCI. Now, after they graduated, there's no obligation to continue it on.
No.
But what they did is they built up kind of like a fan base and some listeners, and people were asking them, hey, when the next time you're going to be on the radio station? So they reached out to you and said that they're willing to come in on their own time to continue that show. How cool is that?
I love it for them because it kind of sparked that interest for them where prior to the apprenticeship, they didn't really like have like a set, I guess, like, I don't know how to say it, but they didn't really know what career they wanted to go into yet.
Yeah.
So like coming into the apprenticeship, it gave them like some experience, and they really kind of have like that that spark for graphic design and for the radio and for communications. I know DJ Grandson wants to look into business management, and yeah. So then with the radio, that was just kind of like the fun part of it. From listening to them talk about it, being able to host Baby Bison Beats was kind of like the highlight of the week for them. So
yeah, being on the radio is pretty fun, and we're talking about some good things here. I'm glad the Two Spirit organization came in, HCI and crew here. But MCBKC, I know you have talking about fun radio here. You gotta tune in to Res Ride.
Yes, indeed. Every Thursday from 4 to 6.
I mean, it was just cool. we still talk about that time that you pulled. You was like, okay, I got a surprise for the DJs here. They don't know what's gonna happen. But then you did like fast food mottos or something like that. Which slogans. One? That was really cool. What's the motto of Arby's?
Racking the brain.
Yeah, we have the beef, and we were just. And I think the meats. Yeah. Dee, she won that, right?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
And then we got a little. What were they?
We had to get chocolate.
Rolos.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, you got to pick a candy if you got the question right.
Man. So, anyways, how's it going?
What day is this?
No kidding.
Where are we?
It's kind of like you're coming out of a daze or a lull in this whole thing. It's like the holiday weekend. I had a great weekend. How'd you guys do?
Yeah, we did good. We did good.
Yeah,
we went to Arnold's Park. It was pretty good,
nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, beautiful weather all the way
My
around.
mom put her pool up, so we just had some fun in the sun.
There you go. We're going to come over, man. It's kind of hot in here, right?
It's like a big pool, too, so it's like not just for the kids. Like the grown-ups can swim, too.
We're on our way, man.
Well, that's all good. Yeah, I mean, the holiday weekend was wonderful, so I'm glad. We had that time and that kind of thing. But yeah, Res Ride is going to be all new on Thursday, 4 p.m. like we said. And of course, there's also going to be new surprises for the show this week. We're always trying to change it up a little bit. So the guest DJs that we have, they're going to get challenged.
Oh,
so
dang.
Yeah, we're going to drop that on them as well. So it's going to be one of those fun things. And we're even going to pull in, you did it with your giveaway, I think, Bethany. The wheel.
Oh, yeah, Wheel of Names.
Yeah, we're going to pull that in.
Nice.
Did everybody get their prize? I know that
a couple people still need their shirts.
Okay, all right. So we'll give a shirt away. If you vote for ARL, which is going to be coming up, posting here pretty soon.
And this week we'll have a good giveaway again.
Yeah, cool. I know you gave away some beaded earrings one time.
Yeah, to MCBKC.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool. So I know that we had Midnight Love, a little mishap here.
No worries.
Just kind of tell you.
No worries.
I know that we were looking forward to it, but we have an excellent episode.
Absolutely. The Midnight Love debuts the new shows every Friday at 10 p.m. And so this week will be episode 25, All Time Favorites Volume 1.
The quarter episode. You want to tune in for that one.
Absolutely. And what we did with this, it's no secret because we put it out last week. You're going to want to tune in because in the previous 24 shows, we somehow picked 2 of the songs off of each of those episodes and put them in the list.
Yeah,
so
was
it's
pretty cool.
Nothing but all-star hits in this. And so, yeah, Midnight Love, 10 p.m., Volume 1, all-time favorites.
Cool. All right, so I guess your MCBKC hat, we'll take that off. And how's it going down there as vice chairman for the Winnebago Tribe?
Things are moving along. You know, the summertime transitions quite a bit because, of course, the election cycle is technically begun because the voters list is being reviewed and that type of thing. Also, you do still have time to do that. So if you are not on the voters list or your family members aren't, have them get a hold of tribal administration and simply provide proof of residency, and so you can get on the list and be one of the voters.
Teresa, Linnell, and Tyresha down there. We published the draft eligible voters list in this most recent issue of the Winnebago in the News, and so if you're not on there, make sure you reach out to them and let them know.
That's right, and because like what we said, it's not everybody's opportunity. You know, if it were my personal choice, you know, if it doesn't matter where you'd live, you get to vote. But right now, of course, only those on the res can do so. So make sure that your voice counts.
For sure.
Make sure it counts because now's the time to do it, guys. Don't wait. Do it today. Call them right now.
Yeah, and then the MMIR event that Liz put on.
Right.
She did an excellent job and great turnout. And we had a special report done by our new reporter here, Allison Levering, and excellent job there.
Yes.
So, yeah, as we head into the summer months, I think like technically they kind of say that summer really starts as far as summer programming after Memorial Day, and here we are, man. We were just celebrating New Year's, and now it's already almost June tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, just like, a couple more days in this. And as the nicer weather comes out, this is kind of just something I want to put out there in general. Maybe I'll even say it again on the shows that we host together and whatever. Make sure you're checking your pets for ticks. Check their ears and their gums because your dog's always chewing around in the grass and whatever else or all that kind of thing. The ticks can attach to their gums too, so make sure you grab your pet, your cat, whatever's out there in the grass and check them. because the diseases that are carried by those insects are not good for your pets.
The Winnebago Environmental Health Department and Public Health Department is doing Pet Care Day.
Yes.
And that's coming up in June. So Monica Cleveland, thank you for sending that flyer. We'll
Yeah.
post that on the Winnebago
Yeah.
Tribe's Facebook page as well as the Big Voice.
And also the thing that I always got to say is make sure those pets that you do keep outside, that they have plenty of fresh water. It's
Yes.
getting warm, you guys. Come on. That pet needs the
Yes.
water. Come on.
Yeah, there we go. It's at the Land and Wellness, Wednesday, June 14th, 2023. If you missed that one, there's two other opportunities, July 19th and September 13th. The Tuesday how do you say it?
Vaccination.
There you go. Go ahead and read that.
Vaccinación.
The Tuesday vaccination appointments will be on hold for the summer. All community pets are encouraged to attend the Pet Care Days.
Yes.
So all those res dogs, get over there.
Does anybody have a corgi I can borrow? We're trying to win $100 here.
If you ever have a chance to see that, because you can YouTube it, of course, it's probably one of the funniest, cutest races ever, because their legs are so short, and it's like they're really trying to go, and it's a fun time. So
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Angel Decor Museum. Mr. Ben Crawford, come on down.
I was just real quick while we're transitioning, the PSA for the dogs and all little fur animals that are outside was a good one, because I do see a lot of little animals outside that just kind of be wandering around aimlessly, and makes me feel bad for them.
Make sure they have water.
I know.
Give
Be
your
like
pets
putting
some
bowls
fresh
out.
water. Yes.
My mom has a cat that we don't know where the cat came from. It just shows up and then just kind of like owns the place. You know what I mean? She just lays down and stuff. I was like, what's your cat name? And she looks at me and she's like, I don't know. Sophia? it just shows up, And it's like weird. That's pretty crazy.
I forgot the
Feels at
Ho-Chunk
home.
word for cat.
We juke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just showed up.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, I own this place. And just flops down on the chair that you're trying to sit on. And we're like,
Well,
what?
remember, dogs have owners, cats have staff.
Yes.
Yes.
no wonder I like cats so much.
Yes, exactly. It's like you
The
work.
cats are
and
really
you-
our boss.
Yes, you work and you live for the cat.
That's how it acts, dude. Pretty cool.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks. MCBKC Res Ride on Thursday. Make sure you.
Yes.
Hey, last question.
no problem.
Big hour.
Yeah,
Were you gonna do one this week?
yeah, I can.
Okay, I know that
Absolutely.
in the past you helped out with Luke Bryan.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Sharon
Yeah.
T did Luke Bryan, and mine was kind of an old school hour with SOS Band. So
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Kendrick Lamar, and you never know what you get. We paid homage to those that left us with some dance hits because it was
Yeah.
memorial, kind of that theme of them. So I played some Elvis Presley, James Brown,
nice.
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson was
Good
in there.
one.
Yeah, for sure. So,
Good one.
all right, we'll look forward to that
Okay.
one. Ben Crawford,
How's it
Angel
going?
Decor Museum.
Did you guys have a good long weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It was kind of what MCBKC was saying, like you just gotta, shake it off and figure out how to get back into the program.
Yeah.
So what's new with you guys?
So, this Friday is the anniversary of the passing of the Indian Citizenship Act.
Okay.
So it was on June 2nd, 1924 that Congress, approved the Indian Citizenship Act, which made all indigenous people inside the United States citizens. That's pretty big. Because before that, there were Ho-Chunks and many, many other Native people who would serve in like the military in the First World War, probably other conflicts before then, and they were not technically citizens.
Wow.
I'm guessing maybe some people were able to get citizenship, maybe the people who went to boarding school and lived outside the reservation. But even though this act made it so that all Native Americans were citizens, it still left the power to determine whether or not they could vote up to individual states. So just because you're a citizen doesn't mean you could vote. And it would take until 1958 for all the states to allow Native Americans to vote. So I think some probably immediately did, and then it was kind of this trickle, and it took almost 2 decades, if not more.
That's interesting.
In order to get that to pass. But yeah, and just personally, I'm curious about how, is it just a good thing, right? Because there's also tribal citizenship, right, and tribal membership. And in some small way, it's almost like another form of assimilation, kind of, right? I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
Okay, so read that date again. 1924.
June 2nd, 1924.
Wow,
Indian
that's not too long ago. When you think about it, before then, we were seen less
over
than
100 years. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Not citizens.
Yeah, we were in the place that we were here before all that happened. You know what I mean? So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. And then I wonder where Nebraska was as far as when we were allowed to vote. Do you know?
I don't know Nebraska off the top of my head. One of the articles I did take a look at said that Maine was one of the ones that really dragged their feet, which is, kind of surprising. But like when you think of progressive and not progressive states, you think, I don't know, Maine doesn't really jump out at all. But
right. I know I did some work up there in Maine with the Passamaquoddy tribe, and there were nice people. You know what I mean? Same, almost the same problems that we deal with out there in the East Coast and stuff. And it was pretty interesting. I always remember those guys.
Yeah, and so really, really interesting. And only about 10 years later would be the Indian New Deal, which is what allowed for the tribe to have its constitution and have tribal council.
IRA?
Yep. Indian Reorganization Act. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'd have to double check, but yeah. It's interesting. It's complicated. Yeah,
it is. When you get into that, when you go down that road of enrollment and tribal membership and all that, it's not nothing to take lightly. But at the same time, there's no perfect solution on that. And it was pretty crazy. I don't know if those people that designed enrollment blood quantum, I don't know if it was by design or if they knew the effects or the ramifications that's happening today. It's for us to figure it out.
I think I remember seeing in another article that there were like 100 advisors, I guess, who were tribal, who I think they may have even tried to like push this forward. But yeah, it's complicated. Comment on the big voice. What do you think about that? Should there be? Does dual citizenship? Does it somehow like degrade the value of being a member of an indigenous nation, right?
Dual citizenship. So if I'm Lakota and Winnebago and I have two tribal IDs?
I mean, United States, U.S. citizen and Dakota or Lakota or Ho-Chunk, right?
Okay.
Would some people just want to be Ho-Chunk citizens?
Oh,
right?
okay. Gotcha. That's probably going to be a discussion. We should do like a round table on that one and see what people's thoughts on it. Pretty interesting. Summer programming for Angel Decorah. How are you guys doing up there?
We're busy. I think we're going to be having, probably next week or the week after, we're going to be working with the gym and the Fun in the Sun program to have kids come up there. We're going to be having, let's see, what else are we going to be doing? We're going to be working on our curriculum for the immersion classroom this summer. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Plenty planned. Getting ready for the powwow too.
Yeah. Where's Sunshine? Anyway,
Sunshine is feeling under the weather right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
Hopefully she'll be back a little bit later.
She texts me and stuff like that. But I know that over the weekend, on Monday, we did the Memorial Day tribute and worked with Ho-Chunk Renaissance for the translations. And I know Angel Decorah did the Save and Preserve the Ho-Chunk Songs project, and that was a good thing that you guys did, and we appreciate on the big voice. We wanted to do a dedication on behalf of the radio station, and it was really informative, as well as we want to thank the New Breed Singers, OC Earth, and everybody that really helped out. Eugene, the crew there. It sounded beautiful. It's good to hear that over the big voice, over the airwaves on Memorial Day.
Yes.
Not only that, we want to say thank you to the Winnebago Veterans Association. I know that I got a text from Councilman Isaac Smith late that night and said, hey, can you get this information out? And they met and they went out to the Armel Cemetery. They started out there. They went to the Catholic Cemetery and then ended up in the Winnebago Cemetery, the main cemetery, and did the flag raising and everything that they did for that. So a good day to remember all those that gave all.
Yes.
For sure. All right. Well, Ben, are you ready to put your judge's hat on?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you ready? Let's get some good questions here.
Here we go.
Got
Shaking
some
in my
good
boots.
questions. Yes. She is going to be competing for top dollar and
Top dollar. Ooh. $1 exactly.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the walk-in. Nah.
it's time.
Come through the
All
store right
right.
here.
So, for those that are going to be joining us, this is Winnebago Talks rendition of The Answer Is, featuring DJ Bethany and Tyler. So, Big Voice Radio versus the Winnebago on the News. All right. Okay. Do you remember these questions here? These ones are from last week. Let's see here. Do you know when Educare opened?
You asking me?
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah, that is right.
Oh, that's the answer. Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see here.
Told me.
Which musical act played this past Super Bowl?
Rihanna?
Yeah, that would be, you would have got it. And okay, I forgot
must
about
have been
one.
it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to read your own paper too.
All right, here we go. It's time, folks. It is time. Here we go. So let's go. All right, question number 1. This is it. The Celtics and Heat went at it last night for game number 7. I got to watch it. It was the Eastern Conference Finals. Pretty crazy, man, because the Heat jumped out to a 3-win lead. They needed one more win, and then they were headed in, and they finally got it last night. The Heat won and will advance to face the Nuggets in the finals. Which city is the Heat and the Nuggets from?
The Denver, Colorado Nuggets.
Okay.
I think. And Miami, Florida Heat.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Got it recorded.
Putting that ticket down.
Number 2 on the answer is Kim K. Kim Kardashian. Did we lose signal or?
Or we're all glitching.
Okay. No.
I don't know why I did that. It glitched when I did that.
Are we back on? Or?
I mean, we're going yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I don't know, Garan. We're kind of glitching. But
Hey.
I'm green. I got a green.
All right, help us out here. Are we glitching? Are we doing the Matrix?
I don't know why I did that.
Is the Matrix trying to come into, on the Matrix or whatever?
Okay, we're good.
Okay,
We're good.
all right. Number 2, Kim Kardashian is reportedly dating a famous guy nicknamed The GOAT. What is the real name of The GOAT? He's a famous GOAT.
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Yeah, you think about it. What was her last? There's
Hey, who is
Ye, or Ye, or whatever whatever his name is. Kanye West.
Easy.
She's
Kanye.
And then there was Pete Davidson. You think about that guy.
That's who I thought she was good. That's who I almost said. So good thing you said that.
And then now this
Now
guy
she's dating
named
the GOAT?
The GOAT.
I'm going to say it is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Okay.
He's the GOAT. In my eyes.
In my eyes, he is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Okay. All right. Number 3. Little Mermaid topped off this weekend's movies hits. They brought in the most purse or the most money over the weekend. They debuted. What is the evil character's name? She's an octopus. What's her name? It's a remake that happened, but it's the same characters.
Oh, Ursula.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You're pretty confident on that one. You got a story on that one or something?
No.
All right.
I went to almost go see The Little Mermaid this weekend.
Did you?
But I was like, nah, I'll wait for Spider-Man next weekend.
Yeah, we'll have to get some reviews. We have to do a Big Voice reviews or something. Number 4. When is the first day of summer? People think it's Memorial Day weekend, but it's actually this day. And it is also the longest day of the year. I'm going to give you multiple choice if you want it or unless you know it.
I'm almost confident that I know it, but I'll take that multiple choice.
Is it May 31st? Is it June 21st? Is it July 1st? Or is it July 11th? 7-11.
June 21st.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay. All right, number 5. This is a good one here, Ben, that maybe...
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Memorial...
Maybe what?
Memorial Day happened this weekend.
Uh-huh.
Remembering those who gave all while serving in the United States military. We played our 4 military service songs on repeat. Want to thank Angel Decor Museum, Ho Chunk Renaissance, and the New Breed Drum Group. Here's the question. There is a new armed forces branch that formed 3 years ago. It has 8,600 military personnel. What is the name of this new division?
Space Force.
Final answer?
SpaceX.
Final answer.
SpaceX Force.
What's the answer?
SpaceX?
Space Force.
Space Force.
Space Force. Space
SpaceX
Jam.
Force.
Oh.
Isn't that the name off of Toy Story? That's what they say in Toy Story?
Don't be helping her out.
Buzz Lightyear. Yeah. But you think about it. You know, we eventually we'll have a whole chunk in that new division.
Mm-hmm.
And we might have to come up with a new song, you know what I mean? We kind of still even had a hard time with the United States Coast Guard song, you know, when they say... Because there's people, you know, Jack Lemire been serving in the United States Coast Guard and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Space Force song.
So there's maybe in a couple years' time, on the Big Voice, instead of playing those 4 songs, Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force...
Mm-hmm.
There's also going to be those other 2, Coast Guard, and so there'll be 6 altogether.
Space Force, huh?
I'm just second guessing myself. I'm like, I know that they put something up there for the sky, though. I know that there was something in space. So, but I'm just like, is it SpaceX Force or is it Space Force or is it not even that at all? These are the questions I'm asking myself.
Okay.
I feel like DJ Guaranteed should come up with the space that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be techno. Gotta have lights. Very futuristic.
Yeah, we might need 8,600 military personnel serve that division.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's only gonna be a matter of time. It's the smallest division so far.
Yeah.
Compared to
I figured.
compared to the other ones.
It was kind of Donald's thing, huh? I think he was the one who created it too.
Yeah, it was. It was Donald's thing.
Donald's thing. Tyler. She did excellent. I have to give it to her, man. She did awesome. But you do have a chance, and I think you might get the win, but we'll see here. Okay. All right. Question number 1. The Celtics and the Heat went at it for game number 7 last night in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Heat won and will advance to face the Nuggets in the NBA Finals. I'm looking forward to that. Who do you got? Nuggets or the Heat? Who you for?
I just hope everyone has fun.
Who are you for?
For the Nuggets.
Are you? How about you?
Yeah, Nuggets.
Are you gonna go for the Nuggets? Close sister state, right? Right next to over state.
I just like Colorado.
Here we
like
go.
Yeah, same.
Here's the question:
I
what
just like
city
Nuggets.
is the Heat and Nuggets from?
Ooh, it's a 2-parter, huh?
Yeah.
Miami Heat,
Okay.
Denver Nuggets.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys know your NBA teams.
Yeah.
Good job. 1
I'm
to
impressed
1.
with myself.
Yeah, that was awesome. Okay. Here's number 2. Kim Kardashian. I just seen this on Yahoo. I was like, what? What? Kim K, you know, whatever. What's some other nicknames that she has?
Kimmy?
Is reportedly dating a famous guy nicknamed The GOAT. What is the real name of the GOAT?
Wow.
It's not Pete Davidson. It's not Kanye West. His
It's
nickname.
in basketball, right?
His nickname is The GOAT. It's reported. I don't know. It's not confirmed or anything like that. They reached out. This was in People
so this
magazine.
is allegedly.
Yeah. This is in People magazine.
I see now.
I'm trying to think like basketball wise. Like,
The GOAT.
dang. I don't think Kevin Durant is that cool, right?
Kevin Durant is
if
cool.
you're watching this, you are. Man, I feel like it's just like real easy. G-roll, terrible. It can't be Kobe. That's somebody who I thought would be called that. I know, real terrible.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, because
Man, I'm gonna go with.
That's not fair. Nobody knows this guy. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody's helping him out. Nobody's helping us
I'm
on
gonna
the
just say
the
Kevin
beat?
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I don't know.
Final
anybody
answer.
else.
And you said who?
Oh, I said Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Because he is the GOAT.
I think he's too good for her.
Cha.
The GOAT is
I got quiet.
Tom Brady.
What?
Yeah, that's a pretty weird, wild match.
He's pulled some fine women.
Hey,
He
we
was
might
with Giselle.
have debuted that information to all the Winnebago people right there, but it's actually reported by People magazine that Kim reached out to Tom Brady, trying to get something in Bahamas or something like that, and reportedly they went out to dinner, but
Got a date out of it.
yeah,
She knew what she was doing.
Tom Brady is 45 and Kim Kardashian's 42. So, but
Pretty
Tom
close.
seems really old. You know what I mean? But
just
yeah,
got
he is the
divorced.
GOAT of NFL football, the greatest of all time. Nobody's gonna break his record ever. You know, not in our lifetime.
Really?
We'll see.
Anyways, okay. Little Mermaid topped off this weekend's movies hits. What is the evil octopus character's name in the movie?
We just talked about this. Melissa McCarthy, Ursula.
Final answer? Gee.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
She got bonus points and everything on that one.
Her middle name
Good
is-
job. Yeah.
Ursula.
She was created by no.
Shout out to Jordana because she told me that.
Did you watch it? Did you get to go see it or anything?
I was just like, are you guys going to go see it? And she brought that up. So
Ursula.
I'm
How,
happy.
how did you? I mean, did you just recently watch it or something?
No, I watched it last summer at the big screen.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Number 4. When is the first day of summer? People think it's Memorial Day weekend, but it's actually this day. It is also the longest day of the year. It's multiple choice unless you
Okay.
know it. Do you
I
want
don't
multiple
know.
choice?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take multiple.
Is it A, May 31st, B, June 21st, C, July 1st, or 7/11, July 11th?
I'm going to go with the third choice.
The third choice is July 1st. First day of summer, the longest day of the year.
I'll go with that, yeah.
Okay, you are
What?
June 21st.
Dang, that
is
seems real late.
yeah, June?
Yeah.
July is
Oh, wait. Yeah. Got those mixed up.
yeah. So I'm surprised you guys didn't do 7-Eleven. Yeah. Remember the gas stations, 7-Eleven? That's kind of
The only reason why I like, because, well, it's summer solstice and trolls. Poppy.
Trolls.
What was that in the?
The solstice or whatever. I know that they probably do the winter
Trollstice?
solstice.
Trollstice?
Trollstice, yeah, trollstice.
Are they making a movie? Debuting it then?
No.
No, just
I just-
Trollstice.
But
Shout
I
out
mean,
to
like, how
trolls.
did you know June 21st? I mean,
Very
that-
educational.
Well, you gave us the multiple choice, and I know it's in June.
so May 31st is like what, tomorrow or something like that. And yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, here we go for the tie. Memorial Day happened this weekend. Remembering those who gave all while serving in the United States military. There is a new armed forces branch that formed 3 years ago. It has 8,600 military personnel. What is the name of this new division? So there's the Army Division, there's the Marine Corps, Air Force, Navy. What is the new division name?
The Peace Corps. No, I don't
The
know.
Peace Corps?
I just made that up. Dang, I know they just made that SpaceX thing. Is that relevant? They got real quiet. Is it like an army thing or?
It's military. Military. So Armed Forces Branch is the official term. Created 3 years ago. Very
I'm
new.
not gonna get this one.
Eventually we'll have a flag. You know how they have all the, Army has a flag and Marine Corps. Eventually there'll probably be a Winnebago song because there will be a Winnebago person. Our persons.
I don't know it.
Okay. Give me a guess. Peace Corps?
Yeah,
Final
let's
answer?
just throw that one out.
Okay, Peace Corps is...
It was right.
It's the United States Space Force.
I thought I just
Yeah.
saw that. Was I close then?
You
That was a close one.
You said SpaceX, which I think is what Elon Musk or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't he do that one? But yeah, it
was
is
almost right.
Space Force. So there's United States Coast Guard and there's United States Space Force. So there's 6 divisions.
It's cool.
The more you know. The more you know. All right.
The more you know.
For sure. All right, shout outs. Okay. Wait, real quick.
I gotta think.
Okay, so we have a winner. So tally up the.
We have Bethany with 3, Tyler with 2.
Wow, that was
game,
a close one, man.
Especially with that basketball
Yes,
question.
look at all those. Jamie, June 21st, she's helping you out and everything. Yep. Jamie, did you know the Space Force one? Anyways, we'd like to appreciate everybody that tuned in here to Winnebago Talks, and make sure you join us for the big hour tomorrow. Indigified podcast is coming up on 1:30 today.
Yes.
Make sure you check that on out. We'll have a replay of Winnebago Talks. A lot of good information by the Two-Spirited organization, as well as Caden came up talking about the Corgi races.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a Corgi?
No, he is a Shih Tzu mix. We don't know who the dad is.
Okay. Who's the daddy?
Peanut got out.
Peanut got out.
It's his mom.
Okay. Anyways, shout out to Bethany.
Just a shout out to wait, I'm trying to go last.
All right, Ben, what do you got for a shout out?
Let's see. Shout out to, I think it's HR. We had like 10 people who started working for the tribe come over for orientation.
Nice.
Got to watch the tribal history documentary.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is actually mandatory now for orientation. So
Is it
anybody
really?
inside or outside the tribe get to do it as part of their orientation.
Wow. So the hospital and HCI?
The hospital, the tribe, and then Little Priest Tribal College.
Wow. So we need to do Winnebago and the HCI. That'd be awesome.
Got to get them on board.
Yeah. Make sure we work on that one and stuff. Shout outs.
I don't know if it was talked about yet, but just shout out to, I think it's 12 Clans doing it, but they're having a pet care day coming up.
We
So
did talk
just,
about that.
come get your pets their
Our
updated
4-legged
shots.
relatives,
Yes.
whatever you got, fur
Keep
babies.
their health up.
For sure. All right, Bethany, what'd you get?
All right, so since I missed out last week, I wanted to send a shout out to my Gaga Ilona. She had my Dega Chris's last memorial last weekend, and we helped out. I was in charge of picking up the chicken, so and I was on time.
Yeah, good job. Hy-Vee or Bonanza?
No, KFC.
Oh, there you go. Which their motto is.
I forget. Finger looking good.
Yeah.
Bring your own chicken.
All right, folks, we appreciate you guys, and make sure you tune in to the big voice. We want to thank all our listeners and all our viewers here. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Make sure you share the information. We'll see you on Friday for the Two-Spirit organization's Very Cute event, as well as their drag show in the evening, and then we'll see you on Saturday for the Atticat races. And if you didn't get the chance to make it on Saturday, make sure you come Sunday, because there's 2 days of racings right there, and the corgis are going to be in action, as well as the beautiful horses and stuff. So we'll see you guys
a lot of
out
family
there.
fun
For sure.